Hello, watch fans, and welcome to a new podcast. This podcast is called Watch on Time. It features me, Ian Grant, and my mate here, Graeme Bell. We're going to chat about watches like two old blokes down the pub. We've got a beer in hand already, so we're ready. And we're just going to have a natter about what's in the news to do with watches, what we're wearing today, and all those kind of things, and have a bit of a laugh and have a discussion about what we've seen and what we've seen in the news this week. There's some interesting stuff going on. So I'll introduce myself quickly. I'm Ian Grant. I'm a tech trainer for a big IT company, and I collect watches, and I got into this mess, probably when I was 8 or 9 when I got my first digital watch. I'm a child of the 70s. And we were talking about this earlier in the show, pre-show, is the whole sort of musical watches and things like that. I'm sure I had one of those, and that's long gone past. And now I got my first SKX, which is kind of like the gateway drug that everyone gets, about 25 years ago, probably now. And I've been through all kinds of things, and I'm kind of around the other side now. That's me. So let's say hello to Graeme.
Hello, Ian. Good to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
Here. And as we begin this,
cheers.
Fighting trousers on.
Absolutely.
So I'm much the same as you, a child of the 70s, and my watch collection started when I was 8 years old. And the story is that my father used to tease me with his little Seiko, and he'd always say, "There's a little heartbeat in there, son. There's a little heartbeat going around." Of course, 8 years old, curiosity gets the better of you.
Yeah.
And one day, he found me under the stairs with the back of his watch with, in his words, the most enormous screwdriver. How the hell you've got the back of that watch with the size of the screwdriver that was in your hand? But it was a bit of, what the hell? And the colours, and my backside was red raw that day. I don't think I broke the watch. I just popped the back and I was just staring at the little...
So you watched the oscillating weight spin and the other thing spinning round.
So,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
ever since then, yeah, you know, what do you want for your birthday? Can I have a watch? Can I have a watch? And I just got a plethora of digital watches and just been, that's my journey ever since.
Yeah,
It.
I know it's one of those things. The watch I was wearing yesterday kind of fits that bill because I've got Breitling Aerospace, and I used to see those in the back of the glossy car magazines. You know, we used to get Car and Motor, there was a big full page ad, quite often with John Travolta going, and I wear all this, and that made me go, oh, I want one of them. And now I'm old and I can afford it. I bought one, and they are fab. I will talk about it another day. But so yeah, what's on your wrist today, then, mate? Let's do wristwatch.
On my wrist is out of all the watches that I own, I thought, with this being a new show, and I just thought I would wear my absolute favourite. But as you know, Ian, to me, I am a huge fan of Oris, and I have the Oris Aquis Emerald Green 43.5. I just love this watch. I love this watch so much. It's the only one that I bought all the straps for. It came on the bracelet. I've got the rubber, and then I've just bought the leather. It's just fabulous piece.
I love that. I've got, as I said, I bought that Oris. I think after I'd seen your one of them, I finally caved in and bought the Oris the relief date, and that's fabulous. I'm really chuffed with that, and I'm seriously tempted, because I love the green of that, I'm seriously tempted to pick one up myself. Today, what I'm wearing is a Zen 556. I'll hold it up for everyone to see. One of the world's most legible dials. Gorgeous bit of German pilot's watch engineering with some of the best AR coating of anything. Some people say it's very dull, but it's, for old eyes again, it's incredibly legible. And this watch has been...
It's not dull. It's legible.
It's legible. I can read it. And then also it comes with this over-engineered bracelet. The H-link is a particular sort of Zin thing. And then each link is held together with 2 Allen bolts. You have to get 2 screwdrivers, one either side to pop them out, which is fantastic. And then the bracelet, and it's got a buckle that people complain about. I mean, I must admit, I don't get as het up about buckles as some people do. And this works pretty well. It's what it is. It's a buckle. It keeps the watch on my wrist and it doesn't fail. And I mean, this has travelled with me on a load of work trips and stuff, and it's been one of those ones you can rely on. Just chuck it in the bag, take it with you, pop it on. It's fantastic. So I'm a super fan of Zins. I've got a couple. The other one I've got some of their 104s.
And is there no date on it? Is it date?
There is a date on it, but it's incredibly tiny. It's a little circle just down between the 4 and the 5, and they do it in such a way that if you've got eyes like mine, and ours are middle-aged eyes, you can only just see it, which is fine because you've just got that lovely big expanse of blank dial. I mean, you won't even see it now because the hand's over it, but the lovely big expanse of blank dial. And you can see how good the AR is. Literally any angle, the thing does not disappear, and like a flat, it's not quite Breitling levels where you feel you can put your finger straight onto the hands because you can get straight through. Breitling always think have the best of that, but it is a lovely, lovely thing.
That's why you're saying the date was so small. That's why I couldn't see it. It was hidden behind the minute hand.
It is literally tiny. It's again one of those things people mither about with these. They say, well, it's tiny, you can barely see it.
Is it tegimented?
I'm not really bothered. No, this one's not. It's just a standard stainless. I think there's what's the model number? I think it could be 856. There's the UXs that are tegimented.
The UX is tegimented.
Yes, there's another model of this there's this design in tegimented steel. There's that one you're on about, which is fabulous, diver one. There's the whole one with oil. There's the quartz one with an oil filled motor.
Hydro, yeah.
Yes, that looks bloody brilliant as well. I love one of them.
You get with that oil filled one, you get a prism effect. So when somebody looks at it from the side, it looks like a smartwatch because the dial is actually reflected right. It doesn't. You can see it. It looks like a screen.
I've never seen one up close yet. I've seen video and everything else, but I've never seen one up close yet. One of the oil filled. I keep thinking, but I think that's one of those ones I'll need to see before I drop any money on it, or I might have a go making one. Because lots of people do that with silicone oil and F91s and things like that.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I have seen them.
And the Casio Royales as well. People fill them up with why? I've no idea, but there we go. People do these things.
Why?
Why? I don't get it. I must admit, I've done a little bit of again. I've fiddled around taking the back off watches, and I've done a little bit of modding over the years. And then I got bored because I enjoyed the doing more than wearing. I found every time I've done something like this. There's a box over there where I've got various things that I built. It all works. It's all lovely. I'm just bored now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the making. I didn't enjoy necessarily the other half, the wearing, because I thought, yeah, it's all right. It's weird. I think the process is more interesting.
That's where my adventure's gone now. I've been doing it for so long, and I've owned just about everything. But it's got to the point where I've just honed my tastes, and I know exactly what I like. I've been down the expensive route, and it wasn't for me. I owned Audemars Piguet Royal Oak offshore. Cost me a fortune. I don't know why I bought it. I bought it in 2017 or 18 because any hobby, you naturally think bigger, better, stronger, faster.
Yes, absolutely.
You
got to go.
Keep climbing and climbing.
Yeah,
and I did it, and I paid £11,000 for it. Yeah, and I hated owning it. I hated anybody looking at it. I hated wearing it, and it just stayed in the safe in my in-laws' house. And it came
Was
out
it the whole thing
now and again.
Were you frightened someone was going to pinch it every time you put it on?
Well, I was frightened of wearing it, because being 6'1", my wrists are exactly door handle height.
Yes.
Exactly. Clash, bang. And it's tough enough to clash it, but every time you hit it, the blood comes out of your face and your stomach tightens up. Shit.
You can't enjoy it, can you? It's the thing I have. It's that feeling I have about.
You're right.
Yeah, it's the thing I keep thinking about. If I ever buy a Rolex, I don't think I could. I don't think I could buy a sub and enjoy it.
No.
I can't get my head around. Anyway, once you've gone, there's a certain price point where I can't get my head around how much more value am I getting, or how much more am I actually paying for the branding, the cachet, all of the ambassadors and all the other nonsense.
This is why my journey just progressed. I've always liked Oris, always have done. My wife bought me this for my 50th. And why did you choose that? And she said, about 3 years ago, we were around our friend's house in Twickenham, and they just hit a milestone, and they bought watches each. He got an Oris, she got a Chanel. And she remembered me going, I like that Oris. This friend Nick, I really like trying it on. Well, that's perfect, lovely size, everything, all the business. So that's why she chose.
Oh, that's a lovely story. I like that. Weirdly enough, my 50th, I got a Diver 65, another Oris. That's the one I got for my 50th.
Yeah.
I will wear that another week when we did this. But I fancied Sin this morning. I thought
Oh, maybe
fancied
we'll do it.
Zinning this morning.
Maybe we'll do a Diver 65 week because I've got one as well.
Oh, you've got one. I'll let you know then. We'll both wear one.
Mine's
That sounds like a
mine's
plan.
special. Mine's special.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Mine's
there's a story with that one. I remember. Yeah, with a friend of ours. Yeah, there's a story. There's a story with that.
Oh yeah, with
we'll
Tom,
come back.
Tom Ferry. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Ferry. Yeah, nice fellow.
Good old Tom Ferry.
We'll come back to. Shall we do a bit of news of what's happened this week?
Why not?
Why not? So I'm going to do this one because I know what you think about this brand of watches, which is the Moon Swatch. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be some grumbling. There will be some funny red-faced old man over there making lots of noises about. So Swatch of Market Machine yet again has got off and gone, I know, we'll make another one, gold face, called Moonshine. It looks nice. I like it from a point of view that it's got that John Player special colour scheme kind of thing. Again, 70s kids. It catches my eye. £520 for a plastic watch, no on your bike. But the worst bit about the marketing for this one, you've got to actually sign up. You've got to sign up and get an Ester, there's a whole thing, a whole random load of nonsense you've got to go through. Yeah, limited to 169 individual pieces worldwide. The only way to get one is through an approved electronic swatch timepiece application. Oh, do get stuff, Swatch.
Good God.
What do you think of that then? That's just, really?
Shall I just put it out there now?
Yes.
The Moon Swatch is not a watch. It's a marketing ploy. And it really is. It's a money generator. It's not about the watch because it's just plastic tat. And it is. It's just absolute rubbish. It's been proved on time and time again on different people's YouTube channels. You catch it on the jeans when you put your hand in your pocket and the buttons snap off. It's just absolute tat. But as a marketing, it's genius. You just can't knock it, can you?
No, I am guilty of this. When in Covent Garden in London, now I've bought two of them over the years when I've been in London. I got the one that looks the most like a standard moon watch, and I've had that one for a couple of years, and I enjoy wearing that. That's fun. I can throw it on and I don't care. I really don't care. And I bought the white dial one because, again, that looked quite handsome when I was in London last. I thought, you know what, for 200 odd quid, yeah, I'm having that. And again, I replaced the straps because the straps are really shite. They're just not worth bothering with. And they're fun. The other thing I've noticed about them is if I travel with them, they don't set the metal detector off. I don't have to worry about it going through customs. So it's another benefit to it. It makes quite a nice travel watch. I wore mine last time I travelled, and it was as one of my watches. I can't go without only just one, but it was. So for what they are, I think they're all right. And it's what it has done. It's saved me buying a Speedy. I've said for years I'll end up buying a Speedy, but there's enough there, and it's not a watch dives. It's not an AliExpress piece of junk. It's made by Swatch, approved by Omega. So I feel a little bit better about owning the thing. And so I go, all right, well, look, it's actually, the brand owners have said it's all right. Okay. It cost me a couple £100. I look down and it looks like a Swede. I'm happy enough here. Really, I am. And I've tried on the newer series of Speedies at my local AD recently, and they left me a little bit cold. I don't know why, but they just did.
Well, we have a saying in the Northeast, whatever floats your boat.
Very much.
As you've seen this week, I've sent you photographs that I do have a Speedy because I just had a new custom-made strap from it, from the strap tailor, David Richards. Thank you very much. Wonderful job yet again. And it's just, I love that watch. It's just superb. But that was gotten by an accident. That was because I bought the Speedmaster Mark II, the watch for my 50th, because I didn't know anything about this. So I thought I'm gonna tradition in my family. You're gonna watch for your 50th. I didn't know my wife was going to buy me one, so I was out there buying one. Luckily, my brother-in-law worked for a watch company, and he used to get very generous discount once a year.
Oh, that's always nice.
And because it was my 50th, he was going to let me have it. And I had a good rapport with his manager. And when I was going in, I like this, but I like this, and I like this, and I like that. And in the end, I settled on the Speedmaster Mark II. I liked it. I really liked it. The cushion case. Then as I'm thinking, the manager's there going, "Is this the one you're going for?" "Yeah." And then he kind of pondered for a second. He said, "You know what? I think we've got a special model of that in the safe. Give me a second." And he buggered off, and he came back, and it was the one for the 2016 Rio Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
And it had the subdials were gold, silver, and bronze. Pure gold, silver, and bronze. And that's what the Olympics did for. So I bought that, and it was all right for a couple of years, and it buggered up. The chronograph second pointer just fell and started swinging in the bottom of the dial. What the hell? So I sent it back, and they sent it back again. They sent it and sent it back again, and the same thing happened again. So I sent it back, and then I was getting so much trouble, and they were really, really helpful. Omega's or Swatch Group's main depot was in Southampton, and they were so
STS, I think,
falling over themselves to help me that I actually got a personal young kid called Craig who phoned me up. "It's on the way, Mr. Bell. This is what's happening with it now, process and all this is going on." So the third time I got it back, I joked, "If it goes wrong again, there's something sinister with it. I don't want it." And it went wrong again, didn't it? So anyway, I just said, "You know what? I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. Can I have a replacement?" "No, there isn't any left," because it was obviously a limited edition. I said, "Can I have a Moonwatch? Just a Speedy?" "Yep, same price. We can do that for you." And then 6 weeks later, I think the most enormous box turned up at my house. What the hell is this? So I split it open. Of course, it was the 50th anniversary of the moon landings, wasn't it?
Oh, you got, yeah. Oh,
and it was the one with it had a loop and straps, and the box is just, every time I open my cupboard, it's just like, bloody box, it's in the way, it's massive. And it's like a box in a box in a box. And if you lift the second box out, there's a beautiful magazine, like a booklet of the moon landings with all the original photographs in. And it is beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And I like that much. That only comes out in special occasions, though.
I've just found what I'm going to do for the listeners. If you're watching along or listening along, you'll see photos of these appear because I'm going to pop them I'm going to pop them up on the screen as we're talking about stuff. So if we talk about anything, what the hell is that? I found a picture of that watch. God, it's gorgeous.
I mean, it was a handsome looking watch, wasn't it?
I always had a soft spot for the Mark II. I like that case design.
Yeah.
I like that because it was a bit like the Porsche ones, the Porsche design ones that came out years ago. They had that same kind of shaped case.
They did another special edition with rose gold. They had rose gold subdials.
Yeah. That's a smart looking thing, that.
It was, and I was disappointed. And I do look at it now and again thinking, I haven't seen them second hand on Chrono 24. Would I get another one of those now? No point.
That's always the danger, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's always the danger.
But that's where my watch collection's gone now. I've found that I've got enough, and I've sold loads of stuff because I have an obsession with G-Shock over COVID. Just buying so much G-Shock. This is another thing that annoys me about the Moonswatch. You want a cheap plastic watch that's accurate and indestructible, get a G-Shock.
Get a G-Shock, absolutely.
Get one of those GA 2100s.
Yes, actually, there's a nice.
Fantastic.
There's a nice link of the stories I picked up today, that things for us to chat about. One of them was there's a new GA 6100. If you have a look at the link, there's a new version of the 6100 just come out, which is all black, and they've got dark chrome. So the case is PVD black. So it's a metal case one. PVD black for the things. There was also one with some gold plated ones, and I couldn't find that. I tried to find it on the website, and it's still 210 quid. It's the same price effectively as a Moonswatch. So that one comes on a rubber strap, and the rubber straps are okay. I bought one of the silver ones of these, and I put an AliExpress bracelet on it, and it's fantastic. I love it. Really, really. I mean, those are It's a surprisingly good watch. You get that. It looks incredibly smart, but it's still got all of G-Shock's wonderful goodness that we all love. But yeah, these things are very, very nice. They're 210 quid. It's not silly money for. It's not the Bluetooth version, mind. It's still the non-Bluetooth one. But in some ways that's slightly better because that little second dial.
What number is it?
It's
61.
It's the GM 2100 LBX.
Oh, right. They've just released the Coca-Cola version of that as well, haven't they? The GA21.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch. Jump on the bandwagon stuff.
They're coming out. I mean, every 2 weeks there's
a load of camo
they've
ones.
They've really got hold of that GA2100, haven't they? They're flogging that to death.
Oh yeah, there was one as well when the Fantastic Four movie came out. There were 4 white ones that came out. They were a bit naff though. I didn't think they were all that. I must admit. I looked at them. I thought I might get one, but no, I didn't bother. So I would have got the GA.
I've got an original G-Shock, like the original what it was.
Oh, the early one.
The 5600.
I have a 5600. And I also bought the metal 5600 a while ago.
So did I, in pink.
Oh.
It was on.
Top
they were
tip
selling because it was. Aren't they like 300 quid?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
They were flogging the pink one really, really cheap. And I went, why not? It was like half price, 130 quid. Yeah, go on then. And then
I have to say,
God,
do not buy one new.
Did I get my ears bent in the rugby club? Ooh, I like your pink watch. Ooh, that's nice. That makes the boys
God,
wink.
yes.
Ah, God's sake.
Yes.
I haven't had that much hassle since I bought my first. This is what rugby lads are like. iPhone comes out. I go out and I buy my first iPhone, which was the 3GS.
Oh right, we're going early days.
Well, it shows how long it was ago. I went to the Carphone warehouse and I bought it cash.
Yeah.
And it was $299 or 300 quid or something like that, and it would only work on Cellnet or.
Yes, there was only one carrier it came on originally back in the day. Yes.
And I went through all the jailbreaking, but the lad goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, we've only got white ones." I said, "No, I don't care. Yeah, whatever. Yeah." Oh, the rugby club. Oh, I like your white phone. What?
Ruggerbuggers are never happy. Ruggerbuggers are never happy. You know what they're like.
But then the 4 came out, and then they were trying to make the white one again, weren't they? And it didn't work. Then the 4S came out. Everybody had a white one. So I'm at the rugby club going, "Oh, I like your white phone. What are you on about? What are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
The shit you give me for having a white phone."
White phone. It's so true. It's so true. It's like white watches is another one. I can't quite see. I mean, I'm a dark skinned guy and I can't quite see whether I'd wear a white strapped watch yet. I keep trying. There's a rubber strap kicking around that'll fit 20mm lugs that'll fit on anything, and I keep putting it on things and looking and no, that's not for me yet. I can see how it looks nice, but I just can't bring myself. But the one thing I was going to say about those metal G's is do not buy one new. Absolutely do not buy one new. Go find either a sale deal or go buy one from eBay or somewhere else. You get half the price. Do not buy a new one. I think they're a bit much for a new one because it's the same function as my plastic one for 100 quid. But do buy one used. It's beautifully the bracelet and everything else is
the
really
way the
good.
bracelet comes apart and everything with a little pin.
Yeah, because there's spring bars in each of the links, isn't there? That's genius.
Very, very well
made.
That's
genius, is that?
Yeah. And just
what else we got?
Nice little wear.
Yeah, that was a good link to get to that one. What else have we got on our list for this week? Oh yeah, the one you were telling me about. Tell me more about the Formex Aria then, the new Formex.
Oh, that came through on Watchinista, I think I was reading it on, and just it suckered me in straight away. Just obviously the bronzy brown sunset colours of it, and as you said when I mentioned to you, it's got that Genta look to it.
Yeah, the integrated stopwatch that everyone's going on about.
It's just that dish on the dial that looks like I was going to say a cat food dish. It's just got a beautiful dish dial, which I think looks.
I'm looking at pictures of it now. Oracle Time. I get subbed from of that, and they ran an article on what they did to build it,
Yeah.
and it's incredible.
It might have been, yeah, it might have been Oracle time actually. Yeah, I think you
Oracle
are
Time
correct.
did a lovely article on how it was built. It's super over-engineered. It's typical Formex in terms of how that,
Yeah,
and the movement in it is exclusively for Formex from someone that makes a brand. It's made by Horridge, which is a company I don't really know much about, but I think they do
oh,
kind of like horology kind of top end stuff. So I mean, it's £6,500. It's not a cheap. It's not a cheap piece at all.
no, it's that was the downfall of
But
it.
it is. I dropped a link. I dropped a link in the doc for it, so you could see it if
I
you haven't got
dropped
the.
I dropped more than that when I made £6,000. Goodness.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There's the link for it. But it is. It's a pretty thing. It really is.
Yeah.
I have to say it is, and it'll be over-engineered to the nines, and that's the thing we
Well, I've
like
heard the
about
Formex
Formex.
boys interviewed quite a few
Mm,
times, and they do
yeah,
really come across as very salt of the earth fellas, really nice chaps, and they know what they're doing. I'm really glad they've changed. They've got the logo correct now on
yes,
the dial. Same as Christopher Ward. Christopher Ward banded around all sorts for a while, but
yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
they've got it right, haven't they? It's beautiful.
Did you ever see the original Formexes when they first came out? They were kind of
Yeah,
like very 90s with all these
yeah,
bolts and God knows what.
yeah,
Not the Essence, but the ones before them with the
yeah,
kind of rally straps and stuff. Because I
yeah. I
remember them
remember
and
that.
thinking they've come up with a nice watch, and then I saw the Essence, which is gorgeous. Again, that's another with again lovely bits of a sort of lateral thinking engineering with the whole sort of stretchy thing inside the
Yeah,
case
the
where it
suspended
suspends the
case.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
very,
yeah.
very clever idea.
It's lots of very clever engineering, and I
Mm,
love that. I'm a big fan of. I think that's where I'm starting to find my joys in
yes.
good engineering, good companies, right, in my
Yeah.
collecting now, not in necessarily spending a bazillion pounds to have the best of the best. Again, I think you're
Yeah,
right completely what
I've
you were saying
reached the
earlier.
point now where I enjoy looking at and reading about watches more than I like buying and owning them. Because I've owned so many over the years, and then all of a
Mm.
sudden they're in the case, and you just don't wear it. It's just there, isn't it? And you think, ah, it
I,
cost me
I,
a couple of grand that, and it's so I'm, I'm trying to whittle it down to a core few. Well, mostly
mm.
more all Oris.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I have to say, I don't blame you. There's a couple of them that I keep looking. Oh, should I do it? The pro which is very like this thing I'm wearing today, the Pro Pilot with a
Well,
knurled round.
that was an interesting fact. If we're going to go on to the subject of buying watches that you said earlier about, do you finance a watch?
Yes, well, yeah. Let's carry on to that kind of thing about stuff we've been
Hmm.
obsessing over. There's actually one more. We'll do two in one because there's one more watch I want to talk about, and it also links into. We'll do with the cool thing kind of thing here as well because
Roger that.
there's a movie and there's a watch that's just come out this week that I think is worth us both having a laugh at. But yes, do you find? Yeah, that's the thing now I've got in the world of watch collecting, and so the story I'll put a real life thing to this. Locally to me, there's one of the Ernest Jones outlets. The guy who runs the watch bit is really good at grabbing all the nice stuff from the other stores and bringing it into his store.
What a
He's had
guy.
bunches of Bremonts. He has a load of Raymond Weil. He has a load of other stuff in there. They're all real nice. And Longines he keeps getting in. And he got a Tudor GMT 41mm, the Pepsi one, which I've kind of tried on now about 4 times over the course of this year. Keep saying, am I going to buy one? Am I going to buy one? And I go in there and looked, he's got one. It's not the kind of right time when I've got the money. And he says, oh, we can do it on interest free. And we can have 3 years interest free. And then I'm thinking, do I? Because I'm not actually getting into debt for it. I'm just merely spreading the cost out.
Yeah.
But I can't, but reality, I can't afford it. Right this minute now, I cannot put 3 grand in my hand, walk into the shop, plonk it on his counter and say, give me that watch, please. Talking to my good lady wife about this because I don't, because I would get killed to death. She looks at me and goes, I know you love watches in and everything else, but that's the price of a car. It doesn't compute in my head. I can bet. He said I can bet. She doesn't. She's not a particular person into designery stuff. Is my
Mm.
missus, which I like, which is a good thing. But she doesn't get beyond a certain thing. But you can see, yeah, there's quality. I mean, I've seen some of the lovely ones you've got, and I can see where the quality comes in when you've spent a bit more. But I
Yeah.
can't see where you're getting that much more and I've got a Tudor. I've already got our Tudor. I've got a BB58, but it's. And I keep thinking about that one because it's a bit bigger. And like you, I'm not a small man. I'm 6'2", and I've got a 7.5 inch, 7 3/4 inch wrist. So smaller stuff looks small. This is one of those 38s, which actually, because of the bracelet, looks really well. But I keep thinking, and I know the trends for smaller watches. I don't care. I'm too big a bloke to walk around with a 34 or 36 mil watch on my wrist and not think I'll put the kids on. I'm too big. I'm too big and too old for this now. So I'm over that. And please, all people with small wrists that are in the watch community, keep your thoughts to yourself. Let's just make watches about 38, 40 mil. We can all wear them. But
no, we can't.
Mine ran over. I would make that rant more than once over the course of us making this show. I can see it coming. But it's a thing, isn't it? I've kind of lost my thread now a bit. But yeah, so would you finance a watch then, Graeme?
No, I never have. I've never financed a watch, ever. But that's made me select and be comfortable with what I own now. So 2,500 is my absolute limit. I'm comfortable in wearing it. I'm comfortable with owning it, and I'll own it. And if I want to let it go, it doesn't bother me that much. So that's good enough that I can afford to. That's a good viewpoint. Not every 2 minutes, but I can afford to do it like maybe once a year, or have been. I was just going to say I haven't bought anything for a long time, but that's not entirely accurate, is it, Ian?
Is it not? What have you been buying?
Well, I bought the huge Oris, didn't I?
You did, didn't you? You bought that mic one. You showed me pictures of that. That looks awesome.
Of course,
that does look awesome. Yes. Again, it's where it fits. You and me are both biggish fellas.
But I think I should.
We can wear something that size because we're the size for it. It's like I never have had a problem with the Lunar Pilot. Everyone whines about the Lunar Pilot being too big. I've never had a problem with it. It's absolutely fine. I've got one. You know,
I should say on here now that I am sporting an 8-inch wrist. So I mean I am.
Mrs.
I am quite larger than the average gentleman. But we do both share a very good friend who is bigger than me. The beautiful, handsome hunk that is Mr. Ewan Rankin. And I think he's almost touching 9 inches on this bloody.
Yeah, he's a big fat. But again, he's another rugger bugger and a big man. He's another big man. He's another big chap. Another rugger bugger type. And he's got wrists like tree trunks.
Like a dinosaur's tail.
He's
exactly. Like 6 foot between the eyes.
Oh yeah, he wears a tag, doesn't he? He has an F1. He has a tag F1 chrono. He wears.
I think
one of the golf colour ones.
Nice. He came to visit me here once, and he had a beautiful Raymond Vreel on. Beautiful thing.
Oh yes, he showed me that once before when I saw him. Yeah,
really nice
he wears.
That was,
they are. I think you're right though. It's getting to. I'm trying to work out whether I keep progressively now. I've gone through all the other stuff, progressively upgrading. I had a period up to mid of this year where I hadn't bought anything else, and then I got a good deal on a CWC that I bought. So that kind of eased the way in for me to start buying things again. And then I bought that Oris, and so I'm trying now, and then I keep going and keep seeing things, and I bought something and I sold something. So I've got there's some money coming into the pot, so I'm gonna hold on for a bit and see what else I might buy, because because there's other stuff that I quite like and keep money in the pot, I suppose, when something does turn up. Because for me, I mean, a lot of us, it's the hunt that's the exciting part. The scouring eBay, the scouring Chrono 24. That hunt is the exciting bit.
Well, with the Oris, the black Oris, that to give it its proper name is the Oris Aquis Pro Date. And it's got the 400 caliber movement in it, which is Oris's own.
Oh, is it that one? Oh.
Super accurate, super accurate. 10-year warranty, 10-year service, all this. And it is incredibly accurate. It's really good. But that technically didn't cost me anything. I sold a watch before Christmas on Chrono 24, and I just didn't download the cash. I kept it in there. Then I sold a few G-Shocks, and I just kept accumulating up, and then this came up. I don't think he's priced that right. So I messaged him, and he said, "Oh, I'm away on holiday, unfortunately, but I'll be back Monday." And anyway, he texted me back, and I went over there and I said, "Why are you selling it? Beautiful watch." "Oh, my ex-girlfriend bought it for me, and my girlfriend now doesn't like it in the house."
Oh, so it's got to go then.
and I said, "You don't have the box and papers then?" "No, she threw it out accidentally. Accidentally threw it out."
Oh, yeah. You hear that one a lot, don't you? Oh, it's very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. But he said the ironic thing is, hang on a second, she's got a child from another guy, and all I had was a watch from another woman. So hang on, hang on a second, you've got a whole other person made by somebody else, brought to you as a gift by somebody else, and I just had a watch and you threw. So he said, "Oh, it's got to
This
go."
life is
So,
so funny. Yeah, I'll see if I
bless.
can find a
But
photo
no,
to back that.
with the financing and what have you, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but the watch would have to be. I think we spoke briefly about my next one is I want a gold watch for my 60th,
Yes.
but having such enormous wrists is quite difficult to find. Now I don't want
Um,
solid gold. I know that. A jingle
yeah.
jangle jingle jangle jangle. I'd like a
Well, the
nice
classic,
gold
isn't it?
watch on a leather strap. Just a beautiful piece. I don't particularly know. Oris do some nice ones, man, in the 43 millimeters. The
Yeah. So
115s
that's
or the 113s.
yeah.
So
So that's a sensible
that
size. Yeah.
could be a possibility, but who knows? But
Yeah.
I did say I had something exciting to tell you,
Yeah. You
didn't
did.
I? Remember, something happened this week, and it's
Yeah.
just funny how you speak to strangers about different watches.
Mm.
And I'm talking to this chap, and I just went, "Oh, nice Panerai, my old mate." I do that all the time. I spot watches on
Yeah.
people's wrists. I go, "That's a lovely Panerai." And he was just, I was walking past his garden, we were chatting, and just lovely, lovely fella, nice big house, electric gates, all the business. I said, "It's a beautiful Panerai." "Oh, I like this." And I think I think I had that black Oris on, the big, huge black Oris.
Mm.
I said, "Oh, I like big watches." And he was a big guy. And he said, "Oh, I've got a few watches now, rattling off all mine." And I'm giving him the the reference number of his watch and everything, and he's quite impressed. And he said, "I've got an original tag, solid gold."
Oh.
Uh, but isn't there a big thing about they never made a solid gold watch? Yeah, they did very, very briefly. Um, so he goes, "Would you like to see it?" "Yeah, go on then, why not?" So he goes upstairs and he comes down with a Rolex Deep Sea James Cameron, and he comes
Oh
round with
right.
this tag. Beautiful, all quite ornate, but incredibly small. Must have been
Mm.
37 millimeters. Still quartz, mind, but solid
Oh, one
gold.
of their diver, one of the diver ones, the professional 100s or whatever it was.
Uh, I'd like to say that I don't think it had a rotating bezel on it, but
Because those early tags, they had those
it had a
the
beautiful, crisp white
the
dial.
but that's
And
plate.
he
Actually,
just,
that's plated,
I mean,
so
fair
it
play
can't
to
be
the guy.
that.
Just handed just give me the watch over as well.
Yes, what
Here,
just only.
son. Oh, and I'm saying this is really. I said this is like a Jordan Belfort, isn't it, for the Wolf of Wall Street? He was the
Oh,
only one who I've
oh
seen with
yes,
one
of
of these.
course.
This, yeah, beautiful looking thing.
I
And
might
he
have
was very nice,
found
and we
it.
chatted for a while. And I said, "No, thank you very much for showing me that. That is actually a bit of a thrill. I've never seen a solid gold Tag Heuer. Thank you very much for that,
Yeah,
sir." And I went
yeah,
along the way, and it was very nice. I mean, I didn't
that
know him
is
from
very
Adam.
nice.
Just starts
No,
handing over watches that are worth about 16, 15 grand.
yeah, the deep sea's worth is not worth any considerable amount of money, is it? Those things
No,
are
I do.
ridiculous.
I like that. I like that James Cameron one. That is a nice bit of kit. That's a lovely
That's
bit
a
of kit,
proper
isn't
that's a
it?
proper tool watch again.
Yeah,
That's a proper tool watch. Did
yeah,
you?
yeah.
What, I mean, what's your view on the whole tag hating thing? I mean, that's been a watch trope for God knows how long. I don't really have a problem with tag anymore. Most of
I
it's
like
fine.
tag. I've got two. I've got two tags.
You had it. You still. I remember seeing you aqua. You have an aqua racer?
Yeah, yeah. It's quite a. It took me a long time to find it because it was only available in the Malaysian market.
Oh no, one of
It's
these weird colours or something.
it's a polar dial, a white polar
Hmm.
dial. They made it here in a 41 in quartz, but they made it here for the Malaysian market with the caliber 6 in it, caliber 5, sorry, in the 43. in the
Oh,
automatic.
right, okay.
And I just kept looking, not thinking about
The
looking for
hunt.
it. And one day, bang, there it was on corner
Fantastic.
24. Contacted the guy. He was in Bath. So I
Nice,
just
even better.
drove across there, nice little watch dinner. Did a day. I had a blue one. So I went
Hmm.
over and I said, I love the white one. So he kind of, he ummed and ahed. He wanted a bit much for it. And I said, well, that wasn't what we spoke about on the phone, but why are you doing this? He's going, well, the white one's, no, it's not. No, don't tell me the white one's more appealing. You'll sell that blue one straight away. How long have you had the white one? Quite a while. Yeah, you were right. He said, well, your bracelet's scratched. So I'll tell you what we'll do then. Being as they're exactly the same watch, why don't you take the bracelet off that one and the bracelet off mine, swap them over. I'll have my bracelet that's all scratched up, and you have the new bracelet that you polished, and you have the blue one. All right? And then we did, I think it was like 100 quid or something.
That's all right, then.
Ideal. Yeah,
That's a good deal. That is a good deal.
yeah.
That is a deal and a half, mate. No, it's such a
But I've still got that
weird
one.
hobby.
I love it. I love that watch.
I bought a second 556 just to get the bracelet, so this one would have the bracelet, and then I sold the other one, which was the one without the numbers on, off.
I know the one, yeah.
So it's one of those things. The strangest things we do to have watches, obviously get the model we want and the combination we want. This one, yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I happened to find a deal that I couldn't turn down. So I thought, bugger it, I'm having that.
The thing is with things like this, you know what you like, don't you? There's watches out there, you look at it, and you just think, I've got to have it. I don't care how, I've got to have that. That's absolutely beautiful. And when I've got that and I've bought it, I've never been disappointed. Because I know that in here, the gut, that's telling me there's something I like about it.
So you buy with the heart over the you buy with the heart over the head then.
Well, I'm having it at the moment with Jaguars. I've just
Yes, you're Jag, man. I've seen this man's Jag. It's a very lovely car.
I've got to have an XJ sometime in my life. I've got to have a bigger.
Oh, yes. There's no better way to waste petrol. All 12 cylinders. All 12 cylinders. They're galloping away like Ollie Reid Ollie Reid on a bender.
No, I don't know what car. No, you're talking about the Saint. Oh.
Yes, I am. I am thinking that's the car I'm thinking about.
No, I'm talking about the XJ. Is what
no, I'm thinking of the XJS, aren't I?
You're thinking of the XJS. No, this is just the XJ, and I'd probably go diesel. I like diesel.
Yes.
It's just a beautiful, huge, long car, just gorgeous. All the toys and.
They are. That sort of thing is nice to waft, just to waft gently along. Yeah. Oh, you can't beat it, mate. You can't beat it. It's grand. It's grand. That
no,
sort
mine
of thing.
is just
waft.
I drive a Jag now, and it's just so comfortable. It's so comfortable. Yes. It's got on fuel. It's just an old man's car, and
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Graeme has got old. Graeme has got old. He needs a car. He needs a car. He needs a car to keep him comfy now in his old age.
And I like
as he drives at 50 miles an hour everywhere as he goes through all the villages, wafting along.
Yeah, I drive so slowly all the time. I drive like an old woman. But there's no feeling like it when people say, "Oh, what are you driving?" You just can't help but talk like Top Gear. Jag. I never say my car. I always say the Jag. We'll go on the Jag.
The Jag. I had one, and I wish I'd never bought it. I told you the tale of my it was named Jeremy because he was forever breaking down and not very good, sadly. But that was a tale. That was a tale. My wife hated it. Everyone hated it. I think my daughter liked it weirdly, but it was not a good car. Really wasn't a good car. I made a bad car choice that time. I've done it.
Your next one will be all right.
Yeah, it was actually. The one after was better.
No,
the worst one ever.
Jag.
I will. The next Jag. I may have another. I don't even think that big anymore. No. I won't tell the tale of my worst car purchase at some point. There is an ultimate bad car purchase that I will eventually talk about. Which is why we might deviate, ladies and gentlemen, occasionally talk about cars because we both like cars. So there's a chance we can well deviate, and I might talk about how badly a bad car purchase I once made, because that'll be there's a fun story. There's a fun story in that of what mess I bought. But we'll leave that for another day. You might tune in again. So this is all the wonders of what we're going to talk about. Let's pick up that story of the madness of Hamilton.
Oh,
Now we
yeah.
both like Hamilton watches.
The one that I think I like, and the one that you just went. Ugh.
Pretty much, yeah. That's so in the opposite direction from. I don't mind a smart. I don't mind a swatch. That I saw. Oh, Hamilton are bringing a new watch. It's called the Odyssey. Oh, that's interesting. Clicks in. What the hell have they made? So it's bronze. The hands are like a pair of gladiator swords because obviously.
Yeah.
And then the outer edges have got some pattern on that looks a bit ancient Greek. And then you think,
Cool.
what the hell were they doing?
Cool.
What the hell is this? It's a set, as I put in our show notes, bollocks.
Well,
they're
funny you should mention it, because I just happen to have one. Oh no, I haven't.
desperately cash in on a movie that they don't need to cash in on.
45mm watches.
Yeah, but it's a desperate cash-in job. It really is a desperate cash-in job.
I don't
They've
think
done
you can
better.
use that
I mean,
phrase
the Interstellar.
You can't say that that's a cash grab when you're buying these bloody moon swatches.
Well, I can say that's a cash grab because it's just not a good thing. It's a bronze watch, and it all right goes back to the Bronze Age.
How many?
Now, can you tell me how many ancient Greeks wore a wristwatch, please? They used sundials.
Yeah.
You can't even connect it to the film. There's no cool scene with like Interstellar and the Murph and things like that. There's none of that. You can't call back to any of that. You've just got this nonsense. Hamilton did cool stuff.
What was the Charlton Heston? Maybe it was a callback to the Ben-Hur Charlton Heston.
Oh yeah, because there's a wristwatch. Yeah, there is, isn't there? Yeah.
Wasn't the third centurion from the left had a wristwatch on?
Yes, he did have a wristwatch on. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Volkswagen Beetle. And
yes.
There was an aeroplane going across the sky.
Yes, there's all kinds of nonsense like that in those old movies. But yeah, it's a shame because I think otherwise there's a perfectly serviceable watch under there, but they've just gone mad with the marketing.
It's a khaki, isn't it?
It's a khaki Murph, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Murph. It's another Murph.
42mm, so
it's a decent size. Oh no, I can wear something with bloody swords on it.
Well,
for God's sake, no. I'm glad you like it. Someone has to. But yeah, Jesus, and you've seen how much they want for it. It's not 10 bob. It's not cheap at all. It's not cheap, and you think, no, get stuffed. The movie, on the other hand, I will digress to mention the Odyssey movie is a bit of brilliant filmmaking by Christopher Nolan. I went to see it at the weekend. It's a proper bladder tester. It's 2 hours and 50 odd minutes long, and it's a superb bit of filmmaking. Genuinely superb bit of filmmaking. I got all those nice feelings of sort of like a nice action adventure. Told it in a good way. So Homer's Odyssey is notoriously hard to read. Told it in a really great way, and I did get occasionally with some of the monsters a bit of feeling of those Jason and the Argonauts, Harry. I can't think of his surname now. They've got an animator. You know what I mean, don't you? Hanhausen, something like that.
Yeah. Harryhausen, something wasn't it?
Yes.
Something-hausen.
Yeah, neither of us can. Yeah, but there was like Jason and the Sinbad, Jason and the Argonauts, those kind of monsters and that kind of thing. I got a bit of a feel for that.
It's Ray Harryhausen.
Thank you, Ray Harryhausen. Brilliant, thank you. Those movies were incredible, and again, it kind of calls back to that in a way that I enjoyed. The movie was generally so Ian's movie reviews. Double thumbs up. Go and see that. Go and see that. Go and sit in IMAX. Go as you watch it. It's wonderful. Really, really good movie. Good cast. Good acting. I was impressed. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah.
So that on that side of things, great. Hamilton, you didn't need to get involved. You could have left this one be. Come back with a nice action movie where you can have a field watch and we can go and look at the field watch and go, oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, lovely. Just don't get involved in ones you don't need to. Come on.
I see your point.
That's my point. Is they didn't need to. There was no need for them to get involved.
No.
That's my cool thing of the week is that particular movie. I think because we'll pick on something that we think I find cool through the week as we get towards the end of the hour kind of thing we're chatting about now, and that was utterly great movie and a cool thing. It doesn't have, so it can be a book, it can be anything. It's something we've seen this week or something we've done this week that we can mark up to cool.
If you do that for a cool thing, I think what I'll do for a cool thing is in honour of the wonderful Sam Neill passing away.
Oh yes, of course.
I love Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park, the book, is my favourite book.
Yes.
I've
Michael
read it so
Crichton.
many times. I'm digging through it again now, and it's because it is. You can see how they made the movie from the book, but the book is totally different to the movie.
As always.
And I Michael Crichton just became one of my favourite
Yes, Michael
authors.
Crichton.
Being an engineer, I was a lift engineer for 20 years. I just love technical detail of things, and he gets right into there, gets right into the nitty gritty, and it's so good. And even the next one, the Lost World, when he wrote that, that was kind of blanked onto him, and he had to do it. But superb, absolute genius the way he wrote, and they're both really good, superb books.
I read one by him called Airframe about plane crashes and stuff, and that was really well written. It was a long time ago, but yeah, so yes, I've never read that one. I must admit, I might give it a go. I quite like those kind of technically engineering and interesting things. So I will include links in the show notes for people. I will create show notes for this show.
But if you read Jurassic Park, you have to read The Lost World as well, the second part, because there's a lot of links back to it. And it's really, really cleverly written, very, very good. Even things like Jaws. I mean, for the same reason I read Jaws, and it's good. A little bit of changes from the movie, but it was he's long-winded. Peter Penson.
Yes.
It goes, and it didn't grab me as much as Michael Crichton one did. But it was still an enjoyable book. I liked it.
Yeah. Sam Neill was gone, and today Kevin Keegan as well.
Kevin Keegan,
Kevin
Keegan being a Newcastle bloke, or being from the North
I was going to say, I thought, yes, being from the North East, the king is dead.
God bless him. And it's one of those
poor old
things where
fella.
they die and they go 75. Oh dear Christ. 75
That's
years
not
old.
old
Is that
enough.
all? I know, but you still think,
Yeah, that's not old enough.
he was a lot older than I thought. Same with Bonnie Tyler, she was like 78 or something, wasn't you? And you just think, when you hear these people, you just vision, like Bonnie Tyler, she's got the feathered hair with the fan blowing in the background.
Yeah,
singing
completely.
about a hero, yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, Kevin, I've still got the Brian Nylon T-shirt, child of the 70s. Brian Nylon T-shirt with him on the front. It was a complete flame risk. He went to a barbecue with it on. But I got from Woolies, obviously, with him in Liverpool kit I had as a kid. It was the only football thing I had. I'm not a big footy fan, but I remember having a Kevin Keegan T-shirt.
And fun fact, my brother actually bought Kevin Keegan's car.
Really?
In the 80s.
Wow.
It was a Datsun 280 ZX.
Those are lovely. Thing. Those are smart. Those are proper fun cars.
Kevin Keegan. He didn't buy it from Kevin Keegan. He just, when he got the
paperwork came through.
It had Kevin Keegan written on there.
Nice.
Nice bit of kit.
That is a nice thing.
Yeah, that was one of his better cars.
We've all had. Yeah, as I said, there's a story to tell. There's a story to tell about Porsche Cayenne at some point, but that can come another day. That can come another day. We can save that one for another day. We could even do a section on car things here. Why not? It's our show.
We've all got a few car stories, haven't we?
Yeah, because why not? It's our show.
Yeah.
That's the joy of it. It is the joy of this. And do we have any other stories here worth a talk about? Well, actually, you were talking about life and people having life. Let's mention actually this watch that was created by Seiko. Seiko created what's called the Starlight, the start time. And I need to get the link up to actually see what it was, to get the actual reason why it was built. It was built for one of their ambassadors. One watch, is by a man with a Japanese name, or I'm going to Muller. He's a baseball player called Shohei Ohtani. How much longer can I keep going as a baseball player, was what he said. So they built a watch that would count 114 years. It's one of a kind. You cannot buy one. They're made for this man, and it began 3 years ago. It's marking 1 million hours is the idea. The watch will count down 1 million hours. The the engineering that went into this thing is just off the charts.
Yeah, very.
It's a
By Seiko
beautiful
as
thing.
well. I mean,
By
that wouldn't
Seiko
be
as well.
something that you would think that Seiko would make, would you?
No, you don't see them. Well, I suppose there's a Grand Seiko and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah,
you don't really see them building something this technically elegant, because this is
yeah.
incredibly elegant the way it's been built, design-wise, everything. I
It
looked at it
looks
and
like a
go,
pain in the
wow.
arse to read.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're never going to know what time it is, but does that matter?
You'd
It's
be tapping the guy
15
next
years.
to you on the shoulder going, "Do you know
Yeah,
what the time is, mate?" Nah,
not a
I ain't
clue,
got a
not a
clue.
clue, not
Couldn't
a
tell
clue,
you.
not a
Couldn't
clue.
tell you. You need a Zeus book, a slide ruler, and a ready reckoner to
Yeah,
find
you
out
would do.
what the
Yeah,
hell's going on.
million hours and count it back then and work out where you were. The
Uh,
diamond at the centre represents the North Star wavering goal, and then there's a diamond on each of the discs when it completes a full rotation. The central disc apparently displays the time in 24 hours, so it does a full 24 hours. Have you had a 24-hour watch? Those are a pain. I could never quite. I had a
I was
Vostok that did it, and I could never get on with a whole one circuit a day. I like the idea of it.
a Vostok.
Vostok, yeah, you got your little Vostok there. That's the normal
I've
one.
had
But what does
a,
one circuit in 24 hours?
I've had a 24-hour one with a single pointer. My Meister
Yes,
Singer,
yes, those.
you know, that's one of those watches. I haven't got a clue what happened to it. I don't know where it went. I don't know when it went. I think I might have left it somewhere when I was on rugby tour or
All
at the
right.
height of my rugby career. There was
You're
a lot of things got misplaced and missing and left. Uh, when there's when I was having libations with fellow
Yes.
libationists, getting
When
suitably
you're
refreshed.
enjoying, you're getting very refreshed. I was about to say you were all getting refreshed, and so the time was but a blur. So the watch didn't really matter, was it?
Goodness knows what happened to it. Oh dear.
Oh man, oh
Fair
man, oh
play.
man,
Very
man, oh
good.
man, oh man.
Oh dear.
As we draw to the end of the hour, and I think this is probably a point where at the end of each show, what we're going to do is Graeme's got loads of really interesting stories about watches. So he's got Graeme's bedtime story he's going to do for us before we close the show.
Yes,
So
I'll do a little
Graeme,
Jack
tell
and
me
Ori.
your Jack and Ori time with Uncle Graeme.
So what I thought I'd do for the first show is we'll keep it short. And this week's story, are we sitting comfortably, boys and girls? This
Yes.
is all about advertisement or advertisement, because the very first television advert was related to a watch, and it was a company called Bulliver. And it was a 10-second advert. It was on July the 1st, 1941, in America on channel WNBT. And it was
Oh,
advertised in a baseball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Phillies. And it cost $9 to advertise it on the
nine,
channel. $9.
nine
And it
dollars.
started with, "This is Bulliver time." And it would do a little show of the clock face superimposed over the map of the United States. And at the end it would say, "America runs on Bulliver time." And then it was, they reckon it was watched by 4,000 people because that was how many TVs were sold in America in 1941. So they knew that as a. So I think that was a
That
nice
stuck
little
me, didn't it?
start. That was the very first advert ever, and that's where the $1 million company of advertising came up from that.
Whoa.
Now the next part of it is much along the same lines of advertisements. In 1969, there was a Swiss racing driver called Joe Siffert, and he was sponsored by Heuer, which became Tag Heuer in the 80s. And he used to go around selling watches to the other drivers because he was sponsored by Heuer and loved it. And he drove a Lotus 49B, and it was the first sponsorship of a sporting ilk that wasn't automotive. So it was Heuer, and it was on there, and it actually got so popular that Ferrari started to use it with Niki Lauda and things, and it was on the cowling on the front, Heuer, and it was the
Oh,
only
right.
sponsorship of a non-automotive product that was sponsorships on the cars. And he was in 1971. He was instrumental in helping with the movie Le Mans. And the fancy suit that Steve McQueen wore was the suit that Joe Siffert wore, because he drove for Gulf with the white and the light blue and the bright orange stripe down it.
And the square, then the Monaco, I guess. I guess the Monaco is
yes, it was
his product placement. His product placement.
He was a good friend of Steve McQueen's, and he did some of the stunt driving in Le Mans for Steve McQueen. And the suit that Steve McQueen wore was Joe Siffert's actual suit. And then, of course, that came up when he started a race for Porsche in the 917, which is basically the racing car of racing cars.
Absolutely.
And it all came about with Tag Heuer, and obviously Tag Heuer, which might be one of my other stories, come when Jack Heuer had a bit of trouble getting the watches to the movie set for the movie Le Mans, the renowned 1969 version of the Tag Monaco.
Oh, that sounds fun. So there's one to look out for.
So that is my story time for this week.
Thank you, Graeme. All that's left for me to do, I think now we've got to the top of the hour and you've listened to enough of the two silly old fools talking. Where can you find us? Where will you see us on Instagram, YouTube, whatever? Whatever. I'm going to post this to Spotify, which you will be maybe listening to this on. I will also post this to YouTube, so you can see the two silly old fools talking as well. So my name's Ian Grant. You can find me on Instagram at ENG_watches. That's the easiest place to find me with watch-related content. There are other stuff in other places, but that's usually where you find me. Where can we find you, Graeme?
My name is Graeme Bell, and I am on Instagram as WristXXL. I don't know. I got that a while ago because, as I've already discussed, I've got huge watches, huge wrists, and I always wear an XXL shirt and T-shirt. So I put that in. It was available. So that's what I've got. I write about watches now and again. There's a few on there, but I haven't done it for a while. But I use Instagram more for looking at watches.
As we all do.
Yeah. So I think that was quite a success, young Ian. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Indeed.